you all on my channel once again. And today we are going to cover a very important topic, which is third step of business research process. That is called as construction or formulation of hypothesis. You can call it in any way. Like you can also write like construction of hypothesis, or you can simply write as formulation of hypothesis. So now, what is hypothesis? Hypothesis is basically any statement which can be tested, or you can say that assumptions that can be tested is called as hypothesis. So कोई भी ऐसी statement हो जिसको टेस्ट किया जा सके, that is called as hypothesis. और दूसरे statement में बोला गया कि कोई भी assumption that a researcher can take with respect to the research problem जिसको टेस्ट किया जा सके is called as hypothesis. Now, hypothesis is considered as an intelligent guess or prediction that gives additional direction to research to the research question. Now, what it actually means, so basically, a hypothesis is always you can say a sub part of the research main problem on which you are doing the study. So when you formulate a hypothesis, वो relation में होता है directly research problem में, and it gives a additional direction to the researcher to answer the research question. So basically जब भी आप उसको test करोगे, so it will give a certain kind of more visibility towards the research problem that you have opted for. So it includes the relationship between two or more variables in a specified population. So I'll give you an example over here. So let's say if you're going to study on automobiles. So बहुत सारे automobiles हैं. Automobiles में let's say कि आपने कार के ऊपर study करनी है. So आप cars के ऊपर जब study करोगे, ठीक है. So then as a hypothesis you can take mileage of the car as a hypothesis because it can be tested and it is also related to your research problem. Now इसके अंदर दो वेरिएबल है, सो दैट्स व्हाट दिस स्टेटमेंट एक्चुअली मीन. सो इसके अंदर दो वेरिएबल है जिसके बीच का रिलेशनशिप आप फाइंड आउट करते हो. सो द फर्स्ट वेरिएबल इज ऑब्वियसली पेट्रोल और डीजल, and the second variable would be the mileage of the car. All right, I hope you have understood this. Then we have hypothesis is derived from the research problem, as I've already told you, literature review and the conceptual framework. Now, important thing is like the function of hypothesis. Like hypothesis किस चीज के लिए use होती है? So it provides study with focus and tells you what aspects of research problem to investigate. The second function of hypothesis is it tells you what to collect and what not to collect, so that you will get your study will be more focused, as you can see here. Then enhance objective in study. The fourth one is it helps you to conclude what is true and what is false. I hope this is very simple topic. I hope you have understood it. Some of the main features or characteristics of hypothesis are it has to be simple, specific and conceptually clear. So basically हमें ये समझना है कि जो hypothesis होती है उसमें कोई space नहीं होता confusion का और ambiguity का. It has to be very much clear, specific and conceptually clear so that the verification of hypothesis will be easily done, or else what will happen, it will make verification of hypothesis almost impossible अगर ambiguity होगी इसके अंदर. So open ended किसी भी hypothesis को नहीं रखा जा सकता. It should be unidimensional. That means it should test one dimension at one time. For example, the average age of male students in the class is higher than that of female students. Second feature is capable of verification. So hypothesis is always capable of verification. So कोई भी ऐसी statement which is not verifiable, so that is not a hypothesis. You cannot take it as hypothesis. Related to existing body of knowledge. Now what it means बड़ा ही simple है, जो कि मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि hypothesis is always a subset of, you can say, the main research problem that you are studying. All right, so it's it is always in relation to the existing body or knowledge of your research study. Operationalizable, it can be expressed in terms which can be measured. जो मैंने पहले ऑटोमोबाइल्स का एग्जांपल दिया था, माइलेज का कार का, ठीक है, तो ऑब्वियसली it has to be in that term that it can be measured. If it cannot be measured, that it will become very difficult and no conclusion can be drawn. Now, hypothesis is basically categorized, broadly categorized into two parts. The first one is alternate hypothesis and the second one is research hypothesis. अब सबसे पहले हम समझ लेते हैं what is alternate hypothesis. So alternate hypothesis is basically, it has a convention to scientific circles. So its main function क्या होता है इसका, कि let's say कि रिसर्चर जो है, जो रिसर्च कर रहा है, उसको उसको वो प्रूव करता है टू बी रॉन्ग, ठीक है। इन केस लेट्स से कि वो प्रूफ नहीं कर पाता, तो व्हाट शुड बी अ आइडल हाइपोथेसिस व्हिच कैन बी कंसीडर्ड। ऑलराइट, सो you can simply read it. Its main function is to explicitly specify the relationship that will be considered as true in case the researcher proves to be wrong. In a way, research hypothesis is opposite to the alternate hypothesis. Similarly, null hypothesis, or hypothesis of no difference, is formulated as an alternate hypothesis. Now we will go on research hypothesis. So basically, research hypotheses are specifically used in research process, and they are divided into four types of parts. Now the first one is null hypothesis. Now what is null hypothesis? So basically, when you construct a hypothesis which indicates that there is no difference between two situation, group, outcome, or prevalence of a condition or a phenomenon, called as null hypothesis, and इसको डिनोट किया जाता है H नॉट से. For example, topic you want to study is the smoking pattern in the community, in the religion, to gender differentiation. तो इसका जो null hypothesis होगा, so it will be like there is no significant difference in the proportion of male and female in the study population. Now the second type of hypothesis here is hypothesis of difference. अब इसके अंदर क्या हुआ कि the hypothesis in which the researcher stipulates that there will be a difference but not specify the magnitude is called as hypothesis of difference. That means कि यहाँ पे इस hypothesis में ये तो बता दिया गया कि एक difference है, but उसका magnitude कितना है वो नहीं बताया गया. For example, a greater proportion of female than male are smoker in the study population. कि female का जो ratio है वो ज़्यादा है male से, जो कि smoker है in the study population. Hypothesis of point prevalence, जब इसके साथ मैग्नीट्यूड भी ऐड हो गया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल H2, a total of 60% of females and 30% of males are smoker in the study population. And जब hypothesis is constructed with ratio association between the variable, then it is called as hypothesis of association. Important ये है कि जब association आ जाता है, ratio association, वो क्या है, दे फॉर एग्जाम्पल H3, there are twice as many as female smoker as male smokers in the study population. Now I hope you have understood the third step of business research process, and in case you have liked this video, I would like you to hit on the bell icon so that you can get updates on whatever videos I'm making or tutorials I'm making for you. And I wish you all the very best. Yeah, I would like you to subscribe my channel so that I will be motivated in order to post more and more videos. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.